Have you ever noticed changes in your vaginal health since turning 50? More dryness, irritation, or even infections that seem to appear out of nowhere? Many women describe feeling embarrassed or frustrated, unsure whether these changes are simply an inevitable part of aging. You might have caught yourself thinking, maybe this is just menopause. Maybe I have to live with it. But the truth is, while your body does go through hormonal shifts after menopause, you have far more control than you may realize. What you eat every day doesn't just fuel your body, it can actively protect your vaginal tissues, reduce infections, and even help balance your hormones. Food can be medicine, and when chosen wisely, it becomes one of your most powerful tools for feeling comfortable, confident, and vibrant well into your 50s, 60s, and beyond. Hello, I'm Dr. Lisa Perriera. For more than 30 years, I've had the privilege of walking alongside women at every stage of life, from the hormonal swings of adolescence to the transitions of menopause and the years after. Again and again, I've seen how much vaginal health impacts not just physical comfort, but also emotional well-being and intimate relationships. Vaginal dryness, itching, or infections can make a woman feel disconnected from her body, less confident in her daily activities, and sometimes even hesitant in her closest relationships. But I want to reassure you, these changes are not signs of weakness, and they are not something you must silently endure. With the right guidance, you can nourish and protect this vital part of your health. And today, we'll begin that journey by uncovering the top 5 foods that science shows are especially powerful for vaginal health after 50. Before we dive in, I want to invite you to join our community here at Elder Care Wellness. This channel is built for women like you, women who want clear, evidence-based advice delivered with compassion and respect. Each week, we share practical strategies that can help you feel stronger, healthier, and more confident. So if you haven't already, subscribe and be part of this circle of women who lift one another up. And if you've ever struggled with vaginal dryness, irritation, or infections, I'd love for you to share your experience in the comments. You'll be surprised how many women can relate, and your story may be exactly what another woman needs to feel less alone and more hopeful. Now let's begin with the first of the 5 foods that can make a profound difference: probiotic-rich yogurt and other fermented foods. Just as your gut depends on good bacteria to stay healthy, your vagina also thrives when the right balance of bacteria is present. The dominant bacteria in a healthy vaginal environment are called lactobacillus. These friendly bacteria help maintain a slightly acidic pH, which is essential for keeping harmful bacteria and yeast under control. After menopause, declining estrogen can upset this balance, leaving you more vulnerable to infections like bacterial vaginosis or yeast overgrowth. This is where probiotics come in. Probiotic yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi provide living cultures of beneficial bacteria that can replenish and restore your body's natural defenses. Medical research supports this idea. Studies published in the Journal of Midlife Health show that women who consume probiotics regularly experience fewer recurrent vaginal infections. The mechanism is simple, yet powerful. Probiotics help repopulate your gut and vaginal microbiome with good bacteria, crowding out harmful organisms. In practical terms, that means fewer days of itching, burning, or irritation, and more days of feeling comfortable in your own skin. It also means fewer rounds of antibiotics or antifungal creams, which often provide only temporary relief. By addressing the root cause, probiotics help create lasting balance. I remember a woman in her late 50s who came to me nearly in tears after her 3rd yeast infection in 6 months. She told me she dreaded intimacy with her husband because the discomfort always seemed to return. Instead of relying on prescription after prescription, we made simple changes to her diet. She began eating plain, unsweetened yogurt with live cultures every morning and added a small serving of fermented vegetables a few times a week. Within 3 months, she noticed not only that her digestion felt smoother, but that her vaginal symptoms had nearly disappeared. At her follow-up appointment, she told me with relief, "I finally feel like I'm not fighting my own body anymore." Her story illustrates how a small, consistent change in diet can lead to profound results. When choosing probiotic foods, it's important to read labels carefully. Many flavored yogurts contain high amounts of added sugar, which can actually feed yeast and make infections worse. Look for plain yogurt with live and active cultures listed on the container. If you enjoy kefir, opt for unsweetened versions. For fermented vegetables like kimchi or sauerkraut, choose those that are naturally fermented rather than vinegar pickled. The difference is that natural fermentation preserves those live bacteria that your body needs. If you're not a fan of these foods, probiotic supplements can be an alternative, but always talk to your doctor before starting a new supplement. Think of probiotics as your body's internal gardeners. Just as healthy soil allows plants to thrive while crowding out weeds, probiotics create an environment where good bacteria flourish and harmful bacteria struggle to survive. By nourishing this inner garden, you're giving your vaginal tissues the protection and support they need. And the beauty is that probiotics don't just help your vaginal health, they also improve digestion, strengthen your immune system, and even support your mood, since much of your body's serotonin is produced in the gut. So our journey begins with probiotics, tiny but mighty allies for your vaginal health. By making them a regular part of your diet, you can reduce infections, restore balance, and feel more comfortable day to day. And this is only the first step. In the next part of this video, we'll explore the second food that's just as powerful, omega-3 rich fish, which nourishes your tissues from the inside out, reduces dryness, and helps you feel more like yourself again. The second food that powerfully supports vaginal health after 50 is omega-3 rich fatty fish, such as salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout. After menopause, many women experience vaginal dryness, burning, or discomfort that makes intimacy or even daily life unpleasant. This happens because estrogen levels drop, and estrogen is the hormone that used to keep your vaginal lining plump, elastic, and naturally lubricated. Without enough estrogen tissues, thin-out blood flow decreases, and the vagina becomes more fragile. Doctors call this genitourinary syndrome of menopause. One of the most natural ways to support your body through this change is by including omega-3 fatty acids in your diet. Omega-3s are special fats with anti-inflammatory properties. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, women who consume higher levels of omega-3s report less dryness and irritation compared to those who don't. These healthy fats integrate into your cell membranes, making them more flexible and better able to hold moisture. In other words, omega-3s are like natural lubricants for your tissues, helping them stay supple instead of brittle. They also improve circulation by keeping blood vessels elastic, which ensures more oxygen and nutrients reach your vaginal tissues. Better blood flow means faster healing and less irritation. Adding omega-3 rich fish to your meals 2 or 3 times a week is one of the simplest steps you can take. Salmon baked with vegetables, sardines on whole grain toast, or grilled mackerel with a fresh salad are all easy, delicious ways to incorporate these fats. If you don't enjoy fish, plant-based options like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts also provide omega-3s, though in smaller amounts. Some women also benefit from fish oil supplements, but it's important to check with your doctor first, especially if you take blood thinners or have other medical conditions. I remember a patient in her early 60s who confided that intimacy had become painful due to dryness. She had tried over-the-counter lubricants, but the relief never lasted. When we reviewed her diet, I noticed she rarely ate fish. We created a plan for her to add salmon twice a week and sprinkle ground flaxseed on her morning oatmeal. After about 2 months, she told me she noticed a real change, less irritation, more comfort, and greater confidence in her relationship. She smiled and said, "I thought the solution was only in a cream, but it turns out it was also on my plate." Her experience reminds us that food can be both nourishing and healing. The benefits of omega-3s extend far beyond vaginal health. They support heart health by lowering triglycerides, reduce joint stiffness, by decreasing inflammation, and even improve brain function and mood. For women over 50, who may also be facing higher risks of cardiovascular disease and memory changes, omega-3s are a true multitasking nutrient. By choosing meals rich in these fats, you're protecting your whole body while also addressing the specific challenges of vaginal health. When shopping for fish, it's wise to choose wild-caught options whenever possible, as these often contain higher omega-3 levels and fewer contaminants. But don't let cost or access discourage you. Frozen or canned salmon and sardines are still excellent choices, affordable and convenient. The most important factor is consistency. Even small changes like replacing one meat-based dinner with salmon each week can add up over time to meaningful improvements in your comfort and well-being. So the second food, omega-3 rich fatty fish, works quietly but powerfully from the inside out. By reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and strengthening your tissues, it helps relieve dryness and restore resilience. Combined with probiotics, omega-3s provide a strong foundation for a healthier vaginal environment. In the next part of this video, we'll explore the third food group, one that adds color to your plate and antioxidants to your body, protecting your tissues and supporting hormone balance in a natural way. The third food group that every woman over 50 should embrace for vaginal health is antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables. After menopause, the natural drop in estrogen doesn't just affect your vaginal tissues, it also impacts your blood vessels, skin, and immune system. Estrogen has antioxidant-like effects, helping protect your cells from damage. When estrogen declines, your tissues become more vulnerable to free radicals, those unstable molecules that accelerate aging. This can show up as thinning skin, fragile vaginal lining, or even more frequent infections. By eating a rainbow of colorful fruits and vegetables, you give your body the antioxidants it needs to step in and take over where estrogen left off. Berries are some of the most powerful foods in this group. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are packed with vitamin C and flavonoids, nutrients that strengthen blood vessels and boost circulation. When blood flow improves, more oxygen and nutrients reach your vaginal tissues, keeping them nourished and better able to repair themselves. Citrus fruits, like oranges and grapefruits, also deserve special mention. Rich in vitamin C, they support collagen production, which is the scaffolding that keeps your vaginal walls firm and elastic. Without collagen, tissues become fragile and prone to dryness or irritation. By making citrus a regular part of your diet, you give your body the building blocks for stronger, healthier tissue. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are another essential part of this picture. They provide vitamin A, folate, and magnesium nutrients that help maintain mucous membranes, including those in your vagina. Strong mucous membranes act like a natural barrier against infection. Cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower go even further. They contain compounds that help regulate how your body metabolizes estrogen. While your ovaries no longer produce as much estrogen after menopause, your body still makes small amounts in other tissues, and how you process that estrogen matters. Cruciferous vegetables support a healthy balance, reducing risks of both deficiency symptoms and hormone-related conditions. I remember a patient in her late 50s who felt frustrated by repeated urinary tract infections. When I asked about her diet, she admitted she rarely ate fresh produce, relying mostly on packaged foods. We worked together to gradually add colour to her plate berries with breakfast, a salad with leafy greens at lunch, and roasted broccoli with dinner. Within months, she noticed not only fewer infections, but also more energy and even clearer skin. She told me I didn't think changing my meals could change how I feel down there, but it really did. Her story shows how deeply nutrition connects to vaginal and overall health. The science backs this up. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that women with diets rich in antioxidants report fewer symptoms of vaginal dryness and irritation. Antioxidants also protect against conditions like cardiovascular disease and cognitive decline, giving you benefits far beyond your pelvic region. By aiming for a variety of colors, red tomatoes rich in lycopene orange carrots with beta-carotene purple eggplants full of anthocyanins, you're giving your body a broad spectrum of protection. Think of your plate as a painter's palette. The more colors you include, the stronger your body's defenses. Another important benefit of fruits and vegetables is the fiber they provide, which indirectly supports hormone balance and a healthy microbiome. Fiber feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which communicate with and influence your vaginal microbiome. A healthy gut helps maintain a healthy vaginal environment. It's another reminder that everything in your body is connected. When you nourish one system, you strengthen them all. So the third food group, antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables, acts as nature's shield. They protect your tissues from oxidative stress support, collagen production, improve circulation, and help balance hormones naturally. Together with probiotics and omega-3s, they build a strong foundation for comfort and resilience. In the next part of this video, we'll move to the fourth food group, fiber-rich, whole grains and legumes, which quietly support hormone balance, stable blood sugar, and long-term vaginal comfort in ways you might not expect. The fourth food group that every woman over 50 should include for strong vaginal health is fiber-rich, whole grains and legumes. At first, this may seem surprising. How can foods like oats, quinoa, beans, and lentils affect your vaginal comfort? The answer lies in how closely your digestive system, your hormone balance, and your vaginal health are connected. Whole grains and legumes are not only nourishing and satisfying, they are powerful tools for balancing blood sugar, supporting your microbiome, and helping your body process hormones more effectively. One of the most important roles of fiber is that it binds to excess estrogen and other waste products in your digestive tract, allowing your body to eliminate them naturally. After menopause, your body produces less estrogen, but how it handles and metabolizes the estrogen you still make can affect your vaginal tissues. A diet rich in fiber helps ensure that estrogen is broken down and used efficiently instead of building up in unhealthy ways. This balance protects your tissues and reduces the risk of hormone-related problems. According to the Mayo Clinic, women who consume higher fiber diets experience more stable hormone levels and fewer symptoms of menopause, including dryness and irritation. Fiber also keeps your blood sugar steady, which has a direct link to vaginal health. Spikes in blood sugar weaken your immune system and create an environment where yeast can thrive, making infections more likely. By stabilizing blood sugar, whole grains and legumes protect your body against these infections. This is especially important for women over 50, when the risk of type 2 diabetes increases. Steady blood sugar means less inflammation throughout your body, which benefits your vaginal tissues as much as it does your heart and brain. Whole grains like brown rice, oats, and barley also provide essential B vitamins nutrients that help your body produce energy and keep your mucous membranes healthy. Legumes such as lentils, chickpeas, and black beans offer plant-based protein and minerals like zinc and magnesium. Zinc is particularly important because it plays a role in tissue repair and immune defense. If your vaginal walls are thinning or irritated, having enough zinc helps your body heal. Magnesium helps your muscles relax, which can ease pelvic tension and improve overall comfort. I recall a patient in her early 60s who struggled with both digestive issues and frequent vaginal infections. When I asked about her meals, she admitted she rarely ate fiber, relying mostly on white bread pasta and packaged snacks. We created a plan that added oatmeal to her breakfast lentil soup twice a week and quinoa as a side dish instead of white rice. After just a few months, she noticed not only smoother digestion, but also fewer infections. She told me, "I feel lighter, more balanced, and I haven't needed antibiotics in months." Her story shows how improving gut health can ripple outward to vaginal health. The science supports this as well. Research from the National Institutes of Health has shown that a healthy gut microbiome fueled by fiber-rich foods directly influences the balance of bacteria in the vagina. When your gut bacteria are diverse and thriving, they help your body maintain healthy vaginal bacteria, protecting you against infections. It's another reminder that everything in your body is interconnected. The foods that soothe your digestion also strengthen your body's defenses, where you need them most. Incorporating whole grains and legumes doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small, swap white bread for whole grain, try adding beans to your salad, or enjoy oatmeal instead of sugary cereal. Drink plenty of water alongside fiber to keep your digestion comfortable. Over time, these small changes add up to stronger hormone balance, fewer infections, and healthier vaginal tissues. So the fourth food group, whole grains and legumes, works quietly but powerfully in the background. They balance hormones, stabilize blood sugar, and support your microbiome, creating a strong foundation for vaginal health. In the next and final part of this video, we'll discuss the fifth food hydration through water and water-rich foods, and then bring everything together in a clear roadmap that you can start today. The fifth and final food for supporting vaginal health after 50 is not a food in the traditional sense, but it is just as important as anything on your plate: water and water-rich foods. Hydration is the foundation of healthy tissues throughout your body, including your vagina. Just as your skin becomes dry and less elastic when you don't drink enough, your vaginal lining also suffers if you're dehydrated. Adequate hydration keeps tissues plump, flexible, and better able to fight irritation or infection. It also helps maintain the right balance of bacteria in your vaginal environment by supporting a steady flow of fluids that flush away harmful organisms. As women age, one of the challenges is that the sense of thirst becomes less reliable. You may not feel thirsty even when your body needs water, which means dehydration can sneak up without you realizing it. According to the Mayo Clinic, women should aim for around 8 glasses of water a day, though your exact needs vary with your activity level and environment. Instead of drinking large amounts all at once, sip steadily throughout the day. Carrying a reusable water bottle can serve as a gentle reminder and make it easier to stay consistent. Water-rich foods are another excellent way to boost hydration. Fruits like watermelon, oranges, and strawberries, and vegetables like cucumbers, celery, and lettuce can supply both fluid and important electrolytes. These electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, sodium, help your body actually use and retain the water you drink. Soups, broths, and smoothies made with fresh produce are also nourishing ways to hydrate while adding valuable vitamins and minerals. By combining fluids with water-rich foods, you create a steady supply of moisture for your body and your vaginal tissues. I remember a woman in her late 50s who came to me with recurrent urinary tract infections and uncomfortable dryness. She admitted she often skipped water, relying instead on coffee, tea, and soda. Together, we created a simple plan: carry a water bottle flavored with slices of lemon and cucumber, swap 1 soda a day for herbal tea, and add a bowl of watermelon to her afternoon snack. Within weeks, she noticed not only that her dryness improved, but also that she felt more energetic. She smiled and said, "I didn't realize hydration could change so much. I thought it was just about quenching thirst." Her story shows how sometimes the simplest changes bring the most powerful results. Hydration also supports your hormones. Water is needed for every step of metabolism, including the way your body transports and uses hormones. Without enough fluid, your system struggles to stay balanced, which can worsen menopausal symptoms like hot flashes, fatigue, and brain fog. Staying hydrated won't replace hormones, but it will help your body function more smoothly, reducing the intensity of symptoms and supporting your overall well-being. So now let's bring everything together. We've covered 5 powerful foods and nutrients that support vaginal health after 50. First, probiotic-rich yogurt and fermented foods, which restore healthy bacteria and prevent infections. Second, omega-3 rich fish and seeds, which fight inflammation and dryness. Third, antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables, which protect tissues, boost circulation, and support hormone balance. Fourth, fiber-rich whole grains and legumes, which stabilize blood sugar and nurture your microbiome. And finally, hydration through water and water-rich foods, which keeps tissues supple and defenses strong. Each of these is powerful on its own, but when combined, they form a complete roadmap to comfort, balance, and confidence. Remember, your body is not beyond repair. Even after menopause, you have the power to nourish your vaginal health with everyday choices. Start small. Maybe add a serving of yogurt to breakfast, swap white bread for whole grain, or carry a water bottle with you. These simple steps accumulate over time and lead to lasting change. Thank you for sharing this time with me. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment with which of these foods you'd like to try first. Share your story. Your words may encourage another woman to begin her own journey. And if you haven't already subscribed to Elder Care Wellness, so you won't miss our weekly guidance designed just for women over 50. Together, we can build a community of women who feel strong, informed, and confident in every stage of life. Your vaginal health matters. By choosing the right foods and staying hydrated, you are giving yourself the gift of comfort and freedom. Every meal, every sip is a chance to support your body from the inside out, and you deserve nothing less.